Since 2015, Toyota has celebrated their TRD Pro series with an exclusive color. And for 2026, that's no different. Meet Wave Maker, the exclusive TRD Pro color for the 2026 TRD Pro series. Hi, I'm Motor City Maggie, and I'm coming to you from Plano, Texas, from Toyota headquarters with the Wave Maker TRD Pro series. So I'm going to give you a quick tour and a quick look at the Toyota TRD Pro 4Runner, Tacoma, Sequoia, and Tundra. But before we get into this tour, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Motor City Maggie, and let's take a look at Wave Maker. And what do you think of my Wave Maker dress? I think I matched it pretty well. So let's check out Wave Maker TRD Pro. Let's first take a look at Wave Maker on the 2026 Toyota 4Runner, since this is the most recently remodeled. What do you think? I think it looks so cool. I think it would look amazing driving on sand dunes, getting muddy up in snowy mountains. And let's take a look at the TRD Pro features that we've got on here. Of course, we've got the Rigid Industries fog lamps and that LED light bar and the big Toyota front grille. And it says TRD Pro right there on the hood. This looks so sick. I love the wraparound glass on that rear window. And here's a look at those TRD wheels. There's no standard rock rails or running board. I would like to see that on a TRD Pro model, since this is such an expensive vehicle and is top of the line. Here is what it looks like on the rear end design in that Wave Maker color. And it has TRD Pro stamped in kind of a subtle way into the back of the vehicle, and it says iForce Max because it is a hybrid. All of the TRD Pro models are standard as a hybrid. So there it is. There is the 4Runner. Let's open up the second row of the 4Runner so you can take a quick peek at that. The camo seats and the red stitching, JBL speakers on the doors, and here is the driver's cockpit. You've got a nice TRD Pro badge on the inside of the door. You've got your little hidden light right there. And here's your seat design, TRD steering wheel, and it says Toyota on the glove box, and your TRD push button start and TRD shift knob. Also your TRD Pro all-weather mats. Next up is the 2026 Toyota Tacoma in Wave Maker. This is the TRD Pro model, again with the Toyota Heritage front grille, LED light bar, Rigid Industries fog lamps. We've got the red recovery hooks down here, and we've got the hood scoop, TRD Pro on the hood, and a little TRD Pro Easter egg on the headlight. Here are your TRD Pro wheels. And we've got shiny black piano black wheel wells and some black accents on that roofline and door handles and on the mirror caps. What are you thinking about Wave Maker on the Tacoma? It looks really fun on the Tacoma since it's a smaller truck. And here is the rear end design. Here is your TRD Pro stamp and your iForce Max badge, your rear recovery hooks, your tow hitch, and you've got the ARB steel bumper, which is really cool. And that trunk release button is right here. This one is powered up, so you can see it slowly lowering. And we can raise it back up that way too. I believe this is a 5-foot bed. And this one has the double cab, so you again have more space for your second row passengers. But you are getting those isodynamic sport seats in the back of the TRD Pro Tacoma, so that takes up some of your legroom. So you don't really have very much legroom in the Tacoma TRD Pro because of these isodynamic sport seats, which are really helpful when you're driving because they take off the shock of going over bumps in the road. But They do take up a lot of that second row space. And here is your interior on the Tacoma TRD Pro. TRD in the seats, camo, red stitching, 14-inch display, TRD steering wheel, TRD shift knob, power button, and TRD light bar button, TRD Pro floor mats, TRD on the door. I wonder how many times I'm going to say TRD in this video. Quite a few. Next up is the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro with the color Wave Maker. This one is partially in the shade, so you'll be able to see what that looks like in low light. But yeah, we've got that Toyota Heritage front grille, same features as the 4Runner with the TRD Pro on the hood and the rigid industry fog lamps and the big LED light bar. And what do you think of the side profile? What do you think of this color, guys? And we've got black door handles, black mirror caps, black wheel wells with a little bit of camo inlay. And you can see the TRD shocks and suspension. And here are the TRD wheels. Oh, look at this little Easter egg I found. It says TRD right there in that little reflector light. And let's make our way to the tailgate. It says TRD Pro really, really big in the tailgate. And again, the iForce Max badge in the lower right-hand corner. Our exposed tailgate hitch. Here's the little step that you can use to get inside of your truck bed. And you can also open up your truck bed with a press of a button. I love that feature on the Toyota trucks. Here's a look at your big bed. This, I believe, is the 5.5-foot bed, your TRD exhaust pipes. And this one is a double cab, so you'll have plenty of space for your second row passengers. And they've got the camo inlay on those seats. And let's take a look at the driver's side, the big cockpit. Here it is. You've got TRD Pro stitching in the seats, the camo inlays and the red stitching, and the big 14-inch touchscreen display, TRD steering wheel, and TRD shift knob, and TRD stop start button, as well as the aluminum pedals. Again, no rock rail or running board standard on this model. And lastly, here's the 2026 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. You can see it with the Wave Maker color in both the sun and in the shade. And here we go. Again, with the Toyota Heritage front grille that is always on the Toyota TRD Pro models. And we've got some cool designs on the hood showcasing the TRD Pro badge. And here are your big TRD Pro wheels. Love those. You can also see that TRD suspension back there. And this one does get a step, a TRD step, which is really nice because this one is a little more difficult to get inside of. And this one has color keyed door handles. It has the Wave Maker door handles, whereas the other vehicles had black door handles. But look at the very cool roof rack on this one. And this one says Sequoia really big in black letters on the back. It doesn't say TRD Pro stamped into the sheet metal like on the other models, but it does have the iForce Max badge right there. And it's got the TRD exhaust. And we have that camo in the wheel wells and that little TRD reflector Easter egg right there as well. Let's check out the second and third row. All of the TRD Pro Sequoias will seat 7 passengers. So you have the captain's chairs, and then you have 3 in the third row. So you can't get a bench seat in the center row on the TRD Pro model. And let's check out the driver cockpit. Here is the driver's door, TRD Pro Sequoia all-weather floor mats, and TRD Pro stitching in the seats, the camo inlays, center armrest has red stitching, Toyota on the glove box, and TRD shift knob and push button start, and TRD steering wheel. So, what did you think of the Wave Maker color for the 2026 TRD Pro series? Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts? Is this a great step away from the earthy tones that Toyota has used in past years? I want to hear from you. And make sure you subscribe to Motor City Maggie so you don't miss any of my upcoming automotive content, especially all of my content from Toyota headquarters and Toyota HQ Confidential this week in Plano, Texas. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, motor on. Bye.